one of the effervescent tablets? I don't have one, so I'm going to need one. All right. Let me walk to the banks of the river of love, where the current runs deep, baptized in the one, where there's no separation and the light is all we see, honoring all our differences, and love will set us free. Oh, Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, here I come, my soul. I said, oh, here I come, my soul. I see the blessings of the past. It's time to requalify. Let's not forget, but learn to forgive. God knows we gotta try. It's my responsibility to heal the wounds in me. Compassion, faith, and hope, and love, and truth will set us free. Oh, Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, here I come, my soul. I said, oh, here I come, my soul. Oh, Lord, I said, Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. Mother, Father, God, there's a healing going on. I said, oh, here I come, my soul. I said, oh, here rock my soul. Thank you. Does anybody else need one of these? We're going to need them in a few. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm going to change roles here. All right. Good morning, everybody. Everybody doing all right? Yeah. Awesome. Good, good, good. So, are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? Are you sitting around waiting for your good to happen? Does life seem to be at a standstill? Is it hard to forgive and move on? Are you having trouble keeping up with the changes in technology? Are you letting the troubles of the world weigh you down? Try some Zeal. It's the quicker pick-you-upper. This month, we are looking at the power of zeal. Zeal is that inner passion that drives you. Today, we're going to see how zeal can heal us from our dis-ease. As Jesus said to the man at Bethesda, "Do you want to get well? Then pick up your mat and walk." We're at a time of change. Everything is changing. The environment, how we receive information, how we shop, how we do business, how we communicate with our loved ones, how we worship, how we show up in community. Change just seems to be happening at the speed of light. Every time I turn around, it seems things have changed. Things are different. And I feel that many of us feel left behind as the world goes on. Change is good, right? Yeah? Sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes change causes hurt. So when change happens, That means something has been let go, or even taken away, or it may feel like it was taken away. So there may be a time of mourning, a time of adjustment, a time of reflection. And when there is change, there must be healing. When there is change, there must be forgiveness. When there is change, there must be release. Like Louise said last week, if we continue to grasp hold of that one apple and not let go of it, we may not see the orchard of plenty that surrounds us. And from Temple Hayes' book, How to Speak Unity, she says about embody, or embodying truth. We start today where we are, and as we integrate new ideas into our awareness and change our consciousness, we become the very thing we desire. As we integrate new ideas into our awareness and change our consciousness, we become the very thing we desire. Right? Flip side of that. If we integrate the negative ideas into our awareness and change our consciousness, we become the very thing we fear. If it's the negative things that we are integrating into our awareness, we become the very thing we fear. We become sick. We get diseased. This is known as the negativity effect, or the negativity bias. Sometimes negative thoughts often outweigh the positive thoughts. If we just look around the world today, there's so many wonderful, positive things happening in this world, but we're being bombarded with all of the negative. There have been scientific studies that show that constant fear, anger, and hatred can eat away at our immune system. And also, let's say you went for a wonderful walk through the woods, and it's a beautiful day, the sky's blue, there's big fluffy clouds that look like bunnies, and now they're puppies, and now they're dragons, whatever. God's art is happening there. The leaves are changing, the temperature's perfect, and you're walking along the path, and now there's a rattlesnake. You'll always remember the rattlesnake, and you'll forget the big fluffy clouds and the blue sky and the beautiful trees. That one little tiny negative thing integrated itself into your thoughts and changed your perception of this beautiful day. So I wanted to speak today on the power of zeal and how it can heal. And as divine order would have it, some of the concepts that I wanted to talk about are covered in this week and last week's reading of How to Speak Unity by Temple Hayes, that many of us are participating in. So I will actually be reading some of the pages from Temple Hayes' book, How to Speak Unity. Now, as I said earlier, when there is change, there needs to be healing and forgiveness and release. The first thing I want to look at, though, is disease. Temple Hayes says in her book, a disease prompted Myrtle Fillmore to pursue a balanced life, and this pursuit led to her healing and the birth of the Unity movement. Though diagnosed with tuberculosis, she would say repeatedly, I am a child of God, therefore I do not inherit disease. We do not have to accept the human race conditioning which says we will inherit and adopt the same aches and ailments common among our family members. And it goes beyond that, I say. We can rise above our heritage. If we were born into poverty, you don't have to stay there. You don't have to keep your parents' or your grandparents' social, economic status. You can move beyond that. We do not have to accept or adopt into our consciousness the systemic racism or classism or genderism in our society. We can rise above and shatter these untruths. We are all children of the universe. The kingdom of God is within each and every one of us. God is source. Everything that we need is right here. So I'm going to read a passage from John 5, verses 1 through 9. This is from the International Version of the Bible. You may be familiar with this story. It's the healing at the pool. Sometime later, Jesus went up to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish festivals. Now there is in Jerusalem near the sheep gate a pool, which in Aramaic is called Bethesda, and which is surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. Here a great number of disabled people used to lie, the blind, the lame, the paralyzed. One who was there had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, "Do you want to get well?" "Sir," the invalid replied, "I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me." Then Jesus said to him, "Get up, pick up your mat, and walk." At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat, and he walked. So let's take a little metaphysical look at this story. Bethesda is the house of healing. That's what the word Bethesda means. It is the house of healing. The pool represents our consciousness and our thoughts. The 5 covered colonnades, covered is important here. It's our limited thoughts of our 5 senses without the power of spirit. So we have our 5 senses, but it's covered up. We're not open to receiving spirit. And the multitude of sick, these are all of his negative thoughts. So there's this guy that has limiting thoughts. He believes he's not worthy. He has all of these negative thoughts about himself. When his mind is calm and he's ready to heal, another negative thought jumps in and troubles the waters again. So he decided to build a community in the valley of the shadow. Instead of walking through, he has laid down his mat. He has made his bed. He set up camp. He's having a pity party. He's forgotten that divine love is within him. Jesus is the presence of divine love and tells him to pick up his mat and move on. How often do we get stuck in our own pity parties? Sometimes receiving the comfort of others is or the attention is what we're seeking. So Temple Hayes says in the book on healing, how can faith heal? In John 5:5 and 6, Jesus asked, "Do you want to get well?" Later, he states, "It is our faith which has made us well." These 2 profound truths our wanting and our faith, are significant in our unity teachings and can apply to everyone. In the first truth, we acknowledge that we must want to be well. Some people find comfort from the compassion and attention a victim receives. This may distract them from the healing process. So to them, the benefits of being sick and helpless outweigh the idea of being well. Perhaps you have been there. Again, that's that. I'm having a pity party. I want to pull everybody in with me. See how bad I feel? Acknowledge that. Feel bad with me. So their subconscious intention must continually strive for health and well-being. In the second truth, we acknowledge that our faith plays an immense part in our ability to be whole. The faith that we have with our doctors, with our providers, our practitioners, our diagnosis, and our God is vital as we enter into the journey of healing. Some of you have met my mother. She's been here a few times. And she's had several bouts with cancer. She had pancreatic cancer, lung cancer, thyroid cancer. And she's survived all of them. And part of that is not only her faith in God, but also her faith in the doctors that are taking care of her, her faith in the medications that she was given, that they are going to help her. All of those she had faith in. And whether they cured her of the cancer, they healed her from it, because she was not in pain. She was not afraid. She knew that she was being taken care of the best that she could be. Healing does not always refer to the correction of a physical or emotional condition, or reflect that we are somehow broken. Healing can be as profound and as simple as a new awareness of how to love in a great way, or how to give more to our society. Healing is often a new insight. I know, I'll speak for myself here. There have been times that I have just been in turmoil over something. And I was like, I know I'm right. I can't believe this situation is here. It just eats at me and eats at me and eats at me. And then I may suddenly look at it from a different direction, a new thing, and I was like, oh, I see it now. I didn't realize what that was. I was wrong. And then I'm able to move on. I have been healed from that situation because I looked at it from a different way and saw the truth in it when what I wasn't seeing before was the truth. That make sense? So in unity, we know we are healed because we want to be and desire to be. However, we do not use metaphysical malpractice against or toward anyone. If students of unity die of diseases, we do not view this as a failure to want healing or a lack of faith. Rather, it is a part of our life process. This brings me to zeal. Zeal is that inner desire that drives us. It's that want. It's that want to be healed. The energy center associated with zeal is right here, the back of your head, where the skull meets your spine, there on your neck. So, just another little story. Ed has talked about our friend James, who lives in L.A. He was talking about an audition that he had been on. This is probably 15, 20 years ago. Some of you may remember. It was a national commercial. I don't remember what it was, but all the actors in the commercial were yawning. And James was at the audition. And all the tons of actors standing in a line, just yawning. Okay, you're all going to yawn here in a minute. And they were going down the line, and the casting people were taking notes, and he looked at the casting directors. He looked at them right in the eye with this attitude of, I know this is stupid. I know you think this is stupid. But he said he has what he calls his sexy switch. He goes, I turned on my sexy switch and I yawned. And he got cast. So I learned what that sexy switch is. It's your zeal. It's your zeal spot. If you think if there's a switch back there and you flip that on, it ups your energy. And it makes you more appealing. And so that's what he was doing. And I was in a show. This is several years ago. I was doing a show, and they were getting headshots taken of the actors, and they were getting ready to do it. So I turned on that switch, and one of the actors was like, "You just made your eyes sparkle." So that's your zeal. That's your zeal back there. So you can flip your zeal switch on. And so this is what Temple Hayes has to say about energy. Divine energy is ever present in everything. All is energy. All is God's substance and God essence.
Why do we lack energy? We have self-imposed limits within our belief system, which are holding many false beliefs about our age, our bodies, and our physical beings. Just like the invalid at the bath. And as I was typing this up, I typed the word invalid, and it looks like invalid. Which is what he was thinking. Sometimes we feel we are invalid. And when we feel we are invalid, we are paralyzed. We can't move. We can't see. We can't hear. When we want more energy, we simply need to express more of God in, through, and around us. Flip on your Zeal switch, your God switch. There is an infinite amount of energy available to us. And if we are willing to change our beliefs, we will align with the truth. Just as Temple said in the section on embody, as we integrate new ideas into our awareness and change our consciousness, we become the very thing we desire. Now, forgiveness and release are both part of healing. It's that letting go of the negative bias and replacing it with positive. So getting rid of that, oh, that rattlesnake ruined my day, to, no, the sun was shining, the sky was blue, the temperature was perfect, the leaves were gorgeous. Putting that back in, all of the positive that outweighs that negative. Next month, our focus is going to be on the power of release or renunciation. So we're going to look at that closer later, but still, it takes our zeal, our desire, our want to be well, along with the power of will to actually release what needs released. So today, I wanted to do a water release. And with looking at the power of zeal and how we can turn on that zeal switch, we can turn on that effervescentness of our lives that Fillmore talks about, we're going to use these tablets. So does everybody have one? Okay? If you haven't gotten one at home yet, if you have an Alka-Seltzer tablet in your medicine cabinet, go get one now, along with a glass of water. So we're going to go into a brief meditation. During the meditation, you're going to infuse this tablet with the negative thoughts that you would like to release. The human condition that's been put on each of us, whatever is weighing us down, we can put into this tablet. And then you're going to come up one by one and drop it into there's a vessel of water up here, orange representing zeal. So you're going to come up this side, drop it in, watch it for a second, and then you'll go back around this way and go to your seat. Please leave plenty of room for the person in front of you. And then when you get back to your seat, just sit quietly and close your eyes as we will continue the meditation. But just so you know what this looks like, so you have all your negative thoughts, you're going to turn on your zeal switch, and it's just going to release. Right? And then at the end of the service, I will dump this out, and all of our negative stuff will go to where negative stuff goes. All right? So, let's prepare for meditation. So I invite you to close your eyes, if you're comfortable, or lower your gaze. Place your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands in your lap, however that's comfortable. Whether you want palms up for receiving or palms down, it doesn't matter. We're going
Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Please take a deep breath in and hold it and release. Let's do that again. Breathing in, holding, and release. One more like that. Breathing in through your nose, holding, and release. And just breathe gently and quietly. Now picture in your mind's eye, there is a barren field. You're surrounded. Wherever you look is dried up weeds. These are your negative thoughts. These are the things that are not true about you. The thoughts of being unworthy, of not being enough. These thoughts are just dead weeds or they're dust. They do not serve you. Take all of these thoughts and infuse them into the tablet. Every single one of them. Gather them up and put them in that tablet. And when you're ready, go ahead and come up and drop that tablet into the vessel of water. Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. Spirit divine, come to me, feeling love, healing me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. Open my heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. Look to the horizon in all directions. All you see is your highest good. Prosperity, success, happiness, relationships, right employment, perfect health, joy, love, peace. Take all you need. There is an infinite supply. Now place your focus at the energy center for zeal. Feel the joy flowing through you. Affirm by singing with me. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. Now open your eyes. And if you're able, I invite you to stand up. You're going to affirm to someone next to you that you are whole. I am holy. Can I sing that to somebody? You're affirming it to them. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. Now to someone else. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am whole. Turn to someone else and tell them that they are holy. Here we go. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are whole. Now someone else. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are whole. Sue, go ahead and turn on the lights. We're bringing up the energy here. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. For the whole world, we are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. More to the world. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. We are holy, holy, holy. We are whole. Take a deep breath. Let that out. Sit down.
All right. Everybody feel holy? Feel good? Death. Death. This is what Temple Hayes has to say about death in unity. Do we believe in death? Spiritually speaking, no one can ever die. It's not possible, as on the most basic level, we are energy, and energy is not capable of dying. With the principle of life, there can be no death. We know we will die on a physical death at some point, and we know it's not the end of ourselves. Physical death is a transition during which we exchange our physical energy from form to another form of energy. However, we may die while we are still alive, if we are not choosing to live fully in every moment. Often, if we want to avoid death, we may also avoid truly living. We may die energetically and psychologically long before we die physically. In unity, we are more concerned with truly living because we know death is not the end for us. It is a new beginning. Life is spiral in nature, forever evolving as we are. So use your power of zeal. Peel off a roll. I didn't know if that was up there. Peel off a piece of zeal when you need it. Turn on your zeal switch, your God switch, no matter what the world is throwing at you. Remember that joy and enthusiasm flows through you. You are joy. You are energy. You are not dis-ease. You are a child of God, and therefore you do not inherit disease. In closing, I want to share this poem by Hafiz. I sometimes forget that I was created for joy. My mind is too busy, my heart is too heavy. Heavy for me to remember that I have been called to dance, the sacred dance for life. I was created to smile, to love, to be lifted up, and to lift up others. O Sacred One, untangle my feet from all that ensnares. Free my soul that we might dance, and that our dancing might be contagious. And so it is. Amen.